Hi, I'm Kristi, and I'm on the leadership team at the Fort Des Moines Open Bible Church, and I'm sitting outside on my back deck. The weather has finally warmed up in Iowa, enough for us to be outside. I feel like we had a really long winter. Our spring was rainy and cold and super windy, and so we weren't really able to be outside that much. But last week, I was able to take advantage of the weather. I was able to get outside. I had a cup of coffee, I read my Bible, and just enjoyed some really awesome quiet time. And it made me realize just how much I miss being outside and reading. It's one of the things that I love to do, and it really truly brings me joy. So there's other things that I enjoy. I like to garden. I love it when all three of my kids are home and we can enjoy a meal around the table. I love cooking pasta and eating bread and eating pasta. And there's just lots of things that I enjoy, but reading and sitting outside is really at the top of my list, especially if I'm on a beach and my toes are in the sand. I really love reading then. But I just like being outside and reading. So that's just one of the things that I enjoy, and it really fills my soul. I read a verse recently in Mark chapter 6 that I thought was really interesting. To give you a little bit of background before I read the verse, Jesus and his disciples are traveling, and they are sharing the good news of the gospel, and they are ministering to people, and they're performing many miracles. And so during this time, the disciples come to Jesus kind of at the end of their traveling time, and Jesus says to them, "Let's go off by ourselves to a quiet place and rest for a while." He said this because there were so many people coming and going that Jesus and his apostles didn't even have time to eat. Have you ever been so busy that you didn't have time to eat? If you're a parent, I think you can relate to this. And so Jesus and his disciples were so busy taking care of people that they didn't even have time to meet their own need, their own physical need, which was food. I mean, that's a basic need. And so Jesus recognizes this, and he invites the disciples to get away with him into a quiet place and to rest. And look, we're all busy. We all have, many of us have jobs. Maybe we have families and kids that are in all the sports and they need us, and we have families to take care of. And I find myself saying, this is just a busy season. After this is over, then things will slow down. Or once I get through with that thing or get through this thing, then life's going to slow down and it'll be better. But you know what? The reality is life is just busy. And there's always going to be that next thing, right, that pulls for our attention. And so if we're not careful, we're going to not only become tired, but we are going to be overwhelmed, and we might even get to the place of burnout. And so I heard a pastor say recently, he was talking about rest, and he said, if you're tired, you can just rest and take a nap, right? But if you're burned out, a nap isn't going to help. It's not going to cut it. And so my question for you today is, are you tired? Are you overwhelmed or even burned out? We must be intentional to set aside time to do the things that bring us joy and fill our souls. Maybe you enjoy going outside. Maybe you enjoy reading. Maybe if you're an introvert, maybe you enjoy just being alone and having some quiet time. Perhaps you are someone who gets your energy off being around other people. Or some people enjoy exercise, and that fills them up. Maybe you enjoy playing a game of basketball with your friends and having some intense exercise. My husband enjoys vacation. He loves to travel. And so he finds joy in thinking about vacation, planning vacation, and going on vacation. And I just get to benefit from that. So that's kind of fun. But we all have to be careful to take care of ourselves, and just really being mindful of just doing the things that we enjoy doing that bring us rest and bring us joy, so that we can be the best version of ourselves for our loved ones, and so that we can fulfill the purpose that God has for us. If we're tired, we're burned out, and we're just exhausted, that's no good to anybody. And so I want to encourage you today to find out, maybe as I'm doing this video and I'm talking, maybe you know in your head, like right away, like these are the things that I enjoy. But some of you maybe even haven't even thought about it for a long time, and have really no idea what brings you joy, and or you haven't even taken the time to do those things. And so I want to encourage you today to find those things that bring you joy. Discover what truly fills your life and your spirit and rejuvenates your soul. And I would encourage you to take the time to do those things regularly. Be intentional to make rest a regular part of your life. So I would really love it if you would comment and let me know, what things do you enjoy doing? What brings you joy? And what rejuvenates your soul?